I had a meeting here today with representatives from Children's Mental Health Ontario, the Youth Action Committee. They've just published a report containing their recommendations for how we need to improve mental health services for children and youth.
Really important issue, always emerging in all of our communities, and to be able to listen to those with lived experience in that age group was really important to me as children's minister, and how we best can treat them, but also how we can best address some of the systemic issues. What you don't want to happen, whether that's in autism, developmental disabilities, or in mental health, is for someone to have a service right up until they're 18, and then the time they hit 18, they're back on a wait list, because that could be really catastrophic for someone's mental health.
We want to move more services as possible into the community. We don't want people to have to be in crisis and end up in a hospital emergency department to get service. We know that it needs to happen in the communities, in schools, both secondary schools and as well as post-secondary institutions. So we're going to amplify and strengthen those community services first. Mental health is health. It's been an area that has not received adequate funding or adequate consideration by governments, but it's very important to us. We did make a commitment during the election that we would invest $3.8 billion over the next 10 years, and several days ago I made an announcement about $174 million in additional funding.
When I think of the children at risk, those in custody and those in care, I want to make sure that they have the best possible outcomes as well, and so being able to sit there and to listen and to understand how we can best support Indigenous youth, for example, with our historic investment in mental health funding, we can do some pretty great transformative things as we move toward one of the most expensive mental health systems in the world, that's going to directly affect and impact and support children and youth across Ontario.